Okay. Go ahead, Greg.
All right. I believe that everybody's here. And so with that, we will call this morning's reappointment committee meeting to order. It is June 30th, 10 a.m. And if you'll indulge me for a moment, pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, General Law 30A, subsection 18, and the Governor's March 15th, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place, members of the public who wish to watch and listen to the meeting may do so in the following manner. WCTV, Channel 9, Comcast, Xfinity, Channel 37 on Verizon Fios. And we also live streaming at WCTV.org. The meeting of the Finance Committee is being conducted via remote participation. No in-person attendance or members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. Members of the public who would like to listen in real time may do so while the meeting is in progress, and also via telephone by dialing 1-646-558-8656 and enter the meeting ID 865-6352-7388, then press pound and press pound again at the next voice prompt. Members of the public attending this meeting virtually will be allowed to make comments if they wish to do so during the portion of the meeting designated for the public comment. By following the steps previously noted, then press *9 on their telephone keypad. This will notify the meeting host that the caller wishes to speak. All callers using this feature will be placed in a queue in the order that they are entered the prompt. In the event that despite our best efforts, we are unable to provide real access, we will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as we are able. And with that, I will wish you all good morning. Mr. Doherty and Mr. Peterson, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
And I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm coming to you live from Lake Ossipee, where it is raining cats and dogs on vacation here. But
it'll turn around soon, Greg. Don't worry.
I hope so. Thank you. And I want to start by applauding both of you and everybody for a tremendous job at town meeting. I want to thank everybody for their efforts leading up to it. And I thought it went off very well, all things considered. And I want to thank you both.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, and thanks for your help as well on that, Greg. Yes. All those months of calls. I would say it's a pleasure to see your face, but I've seen it far too often via Zoom these days.
Now you know what Andrea feels like. So
yeah.
So we'll move on. We have an agenda here, and we have some approval of minutes from August of 2019.
I would make a motion to approve.
A second.
Okay, all those in favor will go by roll call. Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Bendel is also a yes, so that is unanimous. Okay, and we will move on to the next item of business, which is the reappointment of 3 members. We have Mr. Doherty, we have Mr. Dugas, and we have, the third one is?
Teresa Manganelli.
Mrs. Manganelli, forgive me, yes. Just toggling through screens here. Would anybody like to have a discussion or a nomination?
Just one quick thing. Should we split the vote, because John has to recuse himself relative to himself? So we can take up. You want to take up Teresa and Jonathan first, and then we'll debate on whether we see fit to reappoint John.
I think that's a good plan. John, you okay with that?
Not a problem.
Okay.
So if that, I don't. Sorry, jump out there. I was going to say, do you want me to make a motion that we reappoint Ms. Manganelli and Mr. Dugas?
I would second that.
That sounds good. So we have a motion and we have a second. Is there any discussion?
Just really quick, John. I always defer to the chair of the finance committee relative to these matters. Anything you want to say to these members? I've watched finance committee meetings. They both seemed involved, knowledgeable.
They both are. Teresa's been on for a few years now, and she's absolutely fantastic. This was Jonathan's first town meeting, and he did well. So I would heartily reappoint both of them.
Mr. Moderator, I would agree too. I want to again extend my thanks to both of them. I know I attended and watched many of Finance Committee meetings, and I know they've been very busy also leading up to town meetings, so I want to thank each of them. So with that, is there any further discussion?
No.
Nope.
Being none, all those in favor of reappointing Mr. Dugas and Mrs. Manganelli will go for a roll call vote. Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Bendel is also a yes, so that is unanimous. Thank you to both of them for their volunteerism. And Mr. Peterson, if you don't mind, that leaves us with just one more vote to take.
I make a motion to reappoint Mr. Doherty to the Finance Committee.
And I will second that vote. Is there any discussion?
Not discussion per se. I just want to thank John again for his continued years of service to the town. I've seen him in all those Finance Committee meetings, seen him at town meetings, does a great job. He has a handle on the town's finances. And I don't think it's any mistake that we're in such great fiscal stance. We've had a strong Finance Committee, strong, general town government for many years. And thanks in no small part to John in his leadership on the Finance Committee is both. It's trying to articulate my words here, John, without making you cry. It's nice to have someone on that committee that cares about the town and also has a firm grasp of what makes us such a great place to live and grow up and have a family in, because we're going to be in good fiscal hands. So I just want to thank John again.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I'm happy to second your motion, and I want to thank Mr. Doherty, myself too, as Rob alluded to. We've spent a lot of time, the three of us and others, on many a call over the last couple months, and I've been really impressed with John's continued professionalism and his commitment to our community. And just on a personal level, I really appreciate John's knowledge of the issues that he knows that he may tell you, he may not, that how many times I've called him and leaned on him with questions. He's always been ready to help me out. So I really appreciate his volunteerism. I'm happy to endorse him again today. So
thanks, Greg. I appreciate that a lot.
And with that, Rob, I guess I'll call for the vote. Mr. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Bendel is also a yes. Mr. Doherty, you're going to abstain, or?
I'm abstaining.
Okay. Oh, we have one abstention, but we know why. And so congratulations to you on a reappointment.
Thank you.
And that concludes the reappointments. We do have public comment, and Mr. John O'Neill, it's my understanding we do have a caller on the line.
We do. I don't know if it's Mr. Dugas. Caller, do you have a question or a comment?
Don't be shy.
We do. They raised their hand, so I'm gonna. Caller, you're live.
Hey guys, it's John Dukas here. Just wanted to call and see how things are going. Thank everyone for their work at the annual meeting. I just really appreciate the opportunity to continue to serve my new town in any way possible.
Great. We have John.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully you heard the comments we all made just a few moments ago, but we also appreciate your willingness to serve and your volunteerism to our community.
I did. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Great.
Thanks, Jonathan.
All right. Are there any other public comments, Mr. O'Neill?
No, they're not. Nothing.
All right. Well, then, lastly, we have other business. Gentlemen, is there any other business?
Not that I know of.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to adjourn then.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor by roll call, Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Bendel is also a yes. Thanks so much. Thanks to our friends at WCTV for broadcast, and thanks to John O'Neill, our recording secretary, Chris. Thank you to our assistant town manager for being here. And thank you all. Congratulations to those.
Greg, enjoy your vacation up there.
Yeah, Greg, I hope you get some good weather.
I hope it stops raining, Greg.
Thank you very
Me
much.
too.
I'll see you guys soon.